Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. This is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Football Manager 2018. I'm into week 44 of the competition, and just a few weeks away from the launch of FM19. We're trying to wrap up this season so we can convert it straight into an FM19 playthrough wherever we leave off here. And so far so good, as in League 2, I have the potential for the third straight title and successive promotion. Last two games off camera, we played Leyton Orient, and this was in the Check-a-Trade trophy. This is basically that under 23s trophy that they set up for those Premier League sides here recently. And after losing our first couple matches, our last one of the group stage, and we're out of the group stage, we come in third ahead of Leyton Orient after winning 1-0 with a late goal from Junior Marias in the 82nd minute. We played relatively well. We had some chances. Our ratings weren't fantastic. They were the better team. They had 19 shots over 9, but we did manage 57% possession. So we made the best of what we could do and got the win. And our second game was against Exeter City at home. Bit of a snoozer. We scored in the 60th minute. Manny Month again. The free kick, but we totally dominated this 17-2 on shots. It was always comfortable. They never looked threatening in any way whatsoever. But I had practically, not literally, but practically half the team out on international duty or injuries. And when you actually put the two together, I think it was literally half of my first 11 anyway were out on this one. Examples, Fensom was in, Houghton was in, Baker Richardson was in, and Luke James was in. I had no, my backup keeper, I had an under 18s keeper in on the bench. Luckily I didn't have to play him, but Moke ended up playing, Rowan ended up playing, so even Wes Fletcher was even on the bench. So I had to dig deep for that one. And while we controlled, goals were hard to come by with none of my normal strikers in tow. Luke James was there, and I had no effective backup that I could put in, so I had to stick with him. With that here, we're already into late November. We've got Carlisle coming up, and it's a road game, and they're even favored in this one. Carlisle right now is just outside by a single goal, and even just a point out of 6th place. And next up after that is that team that's just now ahead in 6th place, Aldershot Town. They came up with me in promotion, and they, like myself, are doing quite well to start the season. We're 17 games into the league season here. So with only the FA Cup still in action, it's all League 2 matches from here. And speaking of FA Cup, we had our draw. We're going to be playing Bolton at home. So the League 1 side, they are second in League 1 right now. So that's going to be a tough ask and should be a sellout crowd for us. Oh, I like that jersey. It's a nice jersey. I'm not a blue fan, but that's a nice jersey. All right, so in this game, I'm getting a lot of players back. A lot. So, Rondell Chase, goodbye. No? Where's my guy? Where's... Voided check. There you go. Voided check. Get in there. There we go. All right. So let's see here. I'm getting Bradley Wood back, but he is not good to go for the entire game, so I will have him on the bench over Connor Wood. and he will play probably at halftime. I will put him in. They say he's good for 75, but I don't want to risk it, so I'll probably just bring him on at halftime for Fensum, who's not been very good in his stead. 6.58 rating, but could be worse for the young fullback. Let's see, Houghton, I would like to replace you. And do I have my guys back? Traore for Houghton. We'll swap him and Thomas. There we go. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Jason Davis is now back, but not really. He's still out for a little while, so I'm going to leave him at home for this one. Matthias Kate just played international, so he's still a bit fatigued. And Marias. There we go. Aaron Conley. Marias was on international duty, but did not play. And Aaron Conley did. Aaron Conley just had a fantastic game for his national team. I've got to give him the start after that. He scored 2 goals in a 2-0 win over not Denmark. Denmark was one of the other games. I forget who they were playing. Not that big of a deal. But he did score 2 for his national team in a 2-0 win. So big game for him. That was the under-21s. And let's see. Kate's about the only one here. Or Houghton. Let's see. Over Moak. Yeah, definitely over Moak. And we'll also go Houghton over... No, because they're the same position. And I need a winger. Speaking of winger, no, Davis not ready to go. So, yeah. In that case, I'm still stuck with Baker Richardson. 6.61. How is Houghton? 6.99. He's picking it up here lately. Maybe. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Felix, Baker Richardson, and Giovanni Brown. You swap. There you go. Puts them both at 2.5 stars. It's not great. It's not the best setup, but it does work. And Baker Richardson has done squat. He hasn't done anything. He's purely came in as a backup that I did not expect to get much. Oh, nice. There's some support against Wes Fletcher, huh? Give the player more first-team soccer. You've been getting a lot of first-team soccer. Yeah. All right. Well, that should do it. Aaron Conley might not see out the game, but I do have Marias ready to come in. It's a road game, and it is a top-tier team. So we are not favored today. Point would be a good result. That doesn't mean we're not going to go for it, though. Go impress me, because I have faith in you. And 4 guys fired up. Little shake of the hands to get things started. And here come players out of the tunnel, ready for the game. Small crowd on hand. I haven't seen the visitors section yet to see what kind of crowd we brought to this one, but they're off to a quick start. They've already got a ball in, and they get the first header on target. Simpson's there, though, has it covered. Jay Shea. Oh, man. There was an O in there. O'Shea. We have a legend. But no legend here, and that's a keeper anyway. Thomas in possession now. Traore, Houghton, out to Brown. Brown into Conley. Conley takes a shot. It gets deflected. So the center back got his left foot out there to get a piece of that one and sends it wide. And we did get a chance off the corner kick, but nothing coming of that. Here's Fensum with the ball to no one. He's playing in madness. Let's see here. Ooh, long ball over the top. Apparently onside, and it's a goal. Sam Surridge. There's John O'Sullivan. This team's all over the Irish names. The Shays and the O'Sullivans, and Surridge. That was awfully close. Couldn't tell you whether he was on or off there, but nothing Simpson could do about that. That ball was right up in the corner, just inside the post. And 17 minutes in, we are down, so now we're going to have to play from behind. Rowe, good job on the interception. That time, Simpson in possession, out to Fensom. Fensom, long ball up to Conley. Conley out to Aiden. Conley back inside, and Shay's there first. A little too tight to the end line and a little too tight to the keeper. The keeper was able to get there first again with another one. I think that one might have been a perfectly timed run and not offside, but we are getting beat by the same guy twice now here inside the first 20 minutes. They've already picked up a knock as one of their fullbacks is hurt. Houghton with the chance there, fires that one high over the crossbar. It looked like it might have been higher than it looked. At first, I thought it was just over. Conley almost gets to the end of that one. Good job from the center back to knock that away. Here's Traore now. Back to Fensom. Brown. Traore again. Triangle passing now to the inside. Thomas with the chance. He's usually pretty good on those long-range shots, but not that one, as I think he hit that to Rosie. Coming off a free kick. Surridge again inside. This time we knock it away, but they get it right back inside and then fire high. Shots are pretty level at this point. Possession pretty level at this point. We've got a game on our hands, but we do trail 1-0. This could be a difficult game to get back into here, especially on the road. Ooh, close chance. Good defensive play, but it goes right to their winger, and his shot is left wanting. Another chance. Simpson saves this one with a dive. Not too much on that header, but the team looking frustrated and nervous. Not good body language. Some players are quite motivated. Brown on the counter. Can't keep it in possession, but we recover, and there's a chance. Conley to Conley, and Conley shoots way too close to the keeper on that one. Another long ball over the top for Surridge. Again, behind the defense. No offsides called in all 3 times that he's done that here in the first half. Either he perfectly timed all 3 of those, or the AR on that side is having a lousy day. At this point, I'm hoping he's having a lousy day, because in the second half, he'll be on our side. Ready to start the second half. Disappointing half, yes, agreed. Not aggressive, but assertive. Show me something else. All right, midfield, not much of a reaction there. Let's get something going here. Good effort. I don't know. Yeah, they've created chances. There you go. All right. That is 8 out of 11 fired up. I'll take that heading into the second half in a game where we trail 1-0, but are facing a team that is favored to win. Ooh, suddenly shots are going their way, though, 11-7. So they've got a quick start here to the second half, even though it just skipped through all of those. No highlights. 10 minutes into the second half, still nothing. Another shot for them. We haven't had a shot here in the second half. Traore, good job in possession there. Slide tackle and keeps possession himself and completes the pass. Surridge again, but this time we're able to get in front of him. Body language, still no change. I got 4 guys that are frustrated or nervous, and only a couple fired up. Something needs to change with this team if we're going to get back into this game. Nice ball ahead. It comes to nothing. Another ball over the top, and that was well offside. That one, I couldn't tell you for sure about those first 3 occasions, and I definitely thought one was onside. I thought one might have just been. This one looked well. No. Oh, no. He was well behind Rowe, but you catch just at the edge of the camera there. No, actually, he was well ahead of Month. Rowe played him onside. So we trail 2-0. I need to get Bradley Wood in the game here. over Fensom, who's sitting on a 6.2 rating, but my whole defense and my whole team looking really bad at this point. My highest rating is a 6.7, my keeper. So he isn't to blame for the 2 goals, apparently. And I might make a couple substitutions based on fatigue here real soon, as we trail by 2 with only 20 minutes to play on the road. If we can't get back into this thing soon, there's not going to be much to play for. There's a chance! How do you miss that? Ouch. Ouch. Double ouch. We needed that one badly. Team's a lot more focused, other than a couple frustrated players. Another chance. Thomas bangs it off the defender. Long ball ahead. Here's Conley. He's got the cross. It looked like that might have taken a deflection. That was not his typical cross, or he misplayed it. Ooh, another chance. Simpson. Decent stop there. And it's time for a couple more subs. Kate. Let's go for Thomas. And Marias for Conley. And that's my last sub of the day. We're going to go full out overload. We're going to go ahead and take more risks. We're going to push up. We're going to play the offside trap. We're going to be expressive. We got to go for it here. Come on, guys. Give me one. At least get that morale boost of getting 1 goal here. Just 10 shots on the day. We had 7 at halftime. So poor second half from here. Their coach somehow got them fired up at halftime. Look how they are all calm and comfortable here. They're leading against the league leaders. Unfortunately, I'm on the downside of this one. There's another chance. Poor marking from the team there, as that was a 1-on-2. We got lucky that they didn't go 1-2 to get inside and get about an 8-yard shot instead of the 20-yarder that they took. Another chance. Ouch. Still no shots at all. We go into stoppage time, and we're cruising to a defeat here in this game. This one is ugly. This might be our ugliest game of the year. Second ugliest game of the year. And we're ugly in possession. We're not rushing to the loose balls. We're playing players onside. That was Wood that time. Bradley Wood getting his first appearance here in almost 2 months. And that was bad. That was very bad. This is going to be an aggressive one. Really? Wood? Demotivated? Come on, dude. You were just as bad. You gave them a wide open shot there in the closing minutes, playing him onside when none of the rest of the defense was anywhere near the position that he was in. That's our 4th loss of the year, but we still remain in the league lead. Plymouth closes within 2 points. Mansfield back into the top 3 after they had dropped out of it. Wimbledon back down to 4th. Wimbledon, Hartlepool tie at 1-1, so that was a good loss of points for both. Same with Plymouth dropping a couple points. Next up, we have Aldershot at home. They are now into 6th place, or remain in 6th place. I guess that's where they were. Kind of happy we've got a home game coming up, even if it's against a top team. I don't see them as a top team, as we beat them to the title last season. Down in the National League. They might be playing well, but it's a team that I think we can handle, especially being at home. And then having Chesterfield on the road after that. That game will be played off camera, but that is one I'm pretty confident that we can bounce back. So a little bit of a rough stretch here as we've lost 2 out of the last 3 league games. But I've switched to ball control a couple times here. Luke James finishing. Yes, work on that. Ooh, new update to UK leaving the European Union. Let's see, from next season, British leagues which have squad registrations will use a 17 foreign player in squad limit instead of the current work permit system. The rest of the leagues will continue with using work permits. Okay, actually makes things a bit easier. As part of the breakaway, players from Ireland will continue to be treated as non-foreign to the nations leaving the EU. Okay, so Irish players are still considered local. And here's the new rules regarding this. Ooh, even in contract renewal, there's issues, huh? Okay, I can look at that later. It's not going to be a big deal, as when we wrap up this season, we're going to be moving on to Football Manager 2019. So some of the progress that I'm making here won't apply any longer. Another win. My under 18s are doing quite well at the moment. Their league, they're in the middle, 8th place. So not too shabby there. 5, 4, and 6, 19 points. Injury update. Davis still out for about a week. And Bradley Wood just coming back. And oh, here comes that high injury risk stuff again. I'd had it down to no players a week ago, but after 2 games in the last few days, it's picked up. So Harfield, I can give him a rest. Kate, I can definitely give a rest. Houghton, I could give a rest. Fensom's going to get a rest. So I'll be down to just a few of those guys. No, I'm not praising Houghton's recent form. Sorry, no. He had a good rating in one game because he got an assist, but that was the only thing he did in the game. I thought his rating was way too high. Let's see here. The player that I had last episode on trial, I ended up opting not to sign him. He was definitely a better defender than any of my guys. Let's look at Danny Rowe. Let's see if I can find him real quick. Jake Buxton. Here we go. So, direct comparison with Danny Rowe, my top defender. So, Jake Buxton is better at defending, better at mental, better at aerial. He's solid. But zero speed whatsoever. I mean, he is super, super, super slow. So he would really only fit in for late games where I need that extra guy to just get balls out of there. And he could do that. He could do that effectively. However, his expectations, he'd want to be in that squad. He'd want to be out there. He'd want to play. And I can't do that. I can't offer that to him, especially without any speed. And the thing that was the tipping point for me, let's see, can I look at your, here we go, scouting report. That's still a comparison though. He is massively injury prone, and when I looked at his history, even though he's got years playing in the championship, and for me that would be a big step up. Uh, his history, at least in game 2017, 2018, has literally been one injury after another, and he's barely played, and that was too much. So I didn't want to pay him $12,000 a month to be injured, and all of those injuries, every last one of them was in training, so it wasn't in games, and that was the last piece that I decided not to spend the money on him. I think he would be a great addition if he wasn't injury prone, even with the speed issue, just because I would have a use for him. I would have a place where he would be very helpful. There you go. Heavy favorites for this game. As slow as he is, I know a situation where he works and would be a great boost to the team. You know, that last 10-15 minutes of games, he'd be a super sub late in games when we lead, where we're trying to hang on to things. But not any other time. He wouldn't be a starter. I would virtually never give him a start unless I decided to play 3 at the back in a game. Okay, a couple players distracted. Morale's a little bit lower here, but we got a good boost there that time. That's good. This is a couple games here that I'm pretty confident about that we can pull out 6 points out of these next 2 games. Ooh, FA Cup television coverage. I'm getting an extra 16,000 as we are getting live television coverage for the match against Bolton coming up. And my under 18s win again, beating Leeds United under 18 side. Nicely done, gentlemen. Nicely done, young sirs. All right, Fensom is ready to go. Davis is ready to go, and Bradley Wood's still at 75 minutes, but Davis is back now. Fensom also had a growing pull, so that did not help with Wood, as he's been playing below his capacity. Wow, look at that. Last year, though. So 3 games were 1-1-1 against Aldershot Town, but I think we're pretty heavily favored. We've got a much stronger squad than them. And that's one of the only times I've been able to say that this season. So, all right, changes. Where to make changes? Oh gosh, I gotta remember who I wanted to give a break to. Fensom. I'm gonna put Wood in, and then if we are comfortably ahead, I will sub Wood out the last 15 minutes and put in Rowan and move Danny Rowe over. If we're not, then I'll have to bring Fensom in. Let's give Connor Wood the start today. Give him a break. And Houghton was the other one that I wanted to give a break to. And that should be easy enough with... where did he go? Oh, okay, Giovanni Brown. That's right. This played out last time. And now Jason Davis is ready to go. Ooh, Davis is only at 86%. Oh, he's not at full strength. Dang it. Okay, Baker Richardson's going to play instead. I'll put him on the bench. Maybe in a tight jam, I'll put him in. Let's see. Who am I missing? Anybody I need to get out there? No. And Marias, I'd like to get you some more time, dude, but you've only managed 1 goal so far, so until you kind of get on a roll, I'm not going to play you too much. Alright, I feel like I need to be passionate today. give the fans the performance they're expecting of us. I know it's not a massive crowd, so that doesn't work terribly well. But that combined with, I think there's more to come, is enough. So we head to the game. Nice crowd on hand. Very large crowd today. And the game is underway. Month with the long ball ahead. That gets intercepted, but we recover the ball here. Traore up to Conley. Conley gets a chance and a goal! 25 seconds into the game. Yes. Yes, sir. I'll take that. Traore up to Conley. Conley back to Traore again. It was Traore through to Conley, so they played back and forth. Caught Aldershot napping a little bit. They really should have covered that better. Did not. And with the first shot of the game, in the first minute of the game, we lead 1-0. And we weren't too far off of getting another one there in the 4th minute, though that was a bit off target. It's a bit wide. There was certainly an opportunity. Here's Brown out to Conley. Conley back to Brown. Over to Traore. Traore up to Conley again. Another chance. This time Cole reacted a little better and was able to stop that one. That one wasn't quite with the ball placement, but there's another goal. Jack Thomas in the 11th minute with the assist from Traore. That's Conley on the corner. Month can't win that one, but Traore quickly recovers, knows that he's got guys on that far post that are open. Nice pass across the way, and it's 2-0 just like that. And here's Traore, back to Wood. Wood for Brown, to Traore. Good movement here, Thomas. Defense moving a little better, but they are not putting enough pressure on us to force any kind of mistake. So we're strong in possession here, well over 65, 67% possession. Brown in. That one's intercepted. Could have done a little better there. Now Brown again. Thomas, Conley, Aaron Conley, another chance. That one does not miss by much. And we are all over them at this point. Oh, Brown. What's going on, dude? He's not focused very well at the moment. Brown to Conley to Thomas. Back to Brown again. Good move there. Sends that one way wide, though. So Brown's struggling a little bit at this point. Keep an eye on that. Let's see. Who do I have on the bench? I've got Marias can play down. I've got Kate. So got a couple options. Danny Rowe picks up a yellow pretty early in this game. We're inside the first half hour still. That could be worrying later. And there's another chance at a goal! Ooh, how was I not offside on that one? Let's see this replay. Conley, I know this initial tip. Oh, he's on. Conley just reacts first. So Giovanni Brown, it looks like he was trying to shoot there. Couldn't get much on it. It was off target. Keeper was letting it go out of bounds, but Aaron Conley pounces on it and grabs his second of the game, and we lead 3-0 half an hour into this game. We are all over them. Danny Rowe, horrible mistake there. Boy, he needed to either play that firmly to the keeper or play it out of bounds, preferably to the sideline. And instead, he gives it away. Baker Richardson, as always, doing nothing. He's been poor since joining the team. I thought that was going to be a good signing, getting Baker Richardson in as somebody who could back up both wing positions. And unfortunately, I've had to play him a lot with Aiden Conley's injury problems and Davis's injury problems. And hasn't done squat. There's another chance, and Manny Monk, a 4th goal in the month of November, has got to be the defender of the month. Traore back to Conley here after the free kick. Conley finds the other Conley, who gets it up to Monk, who stayed put. Credit to him through all of that action. Stayed put, did not go back. And Drissa Traore is injured. Are you kidding me? We lead 4-0. It's the 49th minute. Referee, why did you not halt the game and send us to halftime? I'm going to have a firm talk with the referee before we head down the tunnel. So Kate's going to have to come into the game and finish this one off. Hopefully Traore is not badly hurt. That is absolutely devastating, and halftime finally comes in the 51st minute. Way, way, way after it should have come to a halt, especially with a 4-0 game. Come on, Manny Month might have scored in stoppage time, but referee. Ugh. Well, he didn't kick me out of the game after my quote-unquote chat with him in the tunnel. You know what? I'm gonna say I'm very pleased. Keep it up. There you go. Alright, let's get that second half underway. Nothing to be said here. We're cruising. It's 4-0. Just shocked by the injury. And now 2 yellow cards. Both center backs on yellows. And he was offside, but it didn't matter because I played the ball to him. Apparently I wanted Aldershot to score. Couldn't tell you what that was. That was another big mistake. Luckily, those 2 massive mistakes that we've made have gone unpunished. But with 2 center backs, both on yellow cards, could be in a little bit of trouble here. For that, I want to stay in control, but I do want to change up tactics a little bit. Let's take away that overlap, and let's drop a little bit deeper here. We're not going to go into stall yet. It's only an hour into the game. I want to keep possession numbers up for a little bit because I'm worried about those 2 yellow cards turning into reds. It has no impact on this game. If it does, we're not losing today. But I don't want to lose those guys for a long time. Coming, and there's a giveaway off the corner kick. Oh, not a corner kick, a long throw. Obang plays it in. We should have cleared that out. Instead, we send it right to their man, Marsh Brown, who just flashes it across goal. And all my guys had rushed in on the first ball. All right. Now we'll go defensive. Now we're going to waste time and drop even further. Yeah, we need to be disciplined here. I'm even going to take off the work the ball into the box. Simpson picks that ball up as they try to make quick work and get the ball up the field quickly, though not a true counterattack. And here they are working it in again. Another chance off the crossbar. Simpson got back to his feet and then stood perfectly still as the ball went by him a second time. So he was quick to his feet, but slow to react. Cook bangs it off the crossbar, and Marsh Brown just attacks the ball. Simpson needed to do the same. Did not. And yes, proceed. Disappointing last, 15 minutes now here. And just 10 to go. And let's go ahead and get Brown out. Oh, I can't. I've already subbed. No, I didn't. Yeah, we're going to get Rowan in there. There we go. See this game out, guys. Come on. And a 3rd goal. I haven't even made the sub yet. Team just falling apart. Baker Richardson doing absolutely nothing. Wood is doing absolutely nothing. He didn't even put pressure on him. And nobody moves to that ball and gives away the free header to Cook. Yes. Changes, please. What a terrible, terrible last 20 minutes here, and we've nearly given up the points. At this point, we deserve to. Ooh, looks like we got held big time in the box, but no call. 4 minutes of added time. 3 minutes now to see this out. 2.5 to see this out. I'm worried at this point because we have been absolutely pitiful. They've only had 3 shots on target, and yet they've got 3 goals in this one. And here's another chance. And luckily the call goes the other way, and that was it. I thought for a second a penalty was given, and instead the call goes the other way, and we just about hang on to 3 points here with... I don't know what to call that display. It was both beautiful and absolutely ugly in the end. Let's see. I'm going to assertively say second half. I don't know what happened in the second half, but that was unacceptable. Just pointing out the first half display. There you go. I don't care if you're stressed, couple guys, and confused. Traore, can't blame you. You came off at halftime, just before half. All right, so Plymouth stays 2 points down. Mansfield stays 3 points down. So they both managed to get wins. And Hartlepool moves into 4th place as Wimbledon drops a game. And Aldershot drops out of the promotion spots entirely. Plymouth beat Wimbledon 2-0. And Mansfield beat Crewe 1-0. So they were both at home. Oh gosh. It's a good thing that there's no media looking for a question on this one, because ouch. So we just lost Drissa Traore for the rest of the year. I'm going to leave it to the club doctor. This is not a big cost, but 7 months is still the whole season. So I'll save the club some money and use the club doctor. But Traore, well after we should have been in the locker room, minutes after we should have been in the locker room, it takes a broken leg. How does the player that does something like that not receive a red card? Unless he did it to himself. I didn't see the action. I'm assuming that was done by another player. I'm going to go ahead and talk to him. I'm going to be calm, say don't worry about the injury. No, we're supporting. Come back fighting, that's all we ask. That's devastating. I mean, it's massive. It was 4-0. There was no reason that we were not in that locker room. I don't care if a goal came in stoppage time. 3 minutes after we should have been in the locker room? In a 4-0 game? We should have been in the locker room maybe 20 seconds after we would have been normally. Great day from Conley. Give him some praise. He's been excellent. That helped his morale. But my morale took a real hit there. And looking at the time, we're definitely not going to get into the next game. So let's take a quick look at the schedule. Here's what's coming up. We've still got a long ways to go in this season. And we just lost Traore for the entirety of the rest of the year. Chesterfield, going to be off camera. Bolton, it's FA Cup. We're already past expectations, so it might be on TV there, but it's not going to be on TV on YouTube. You'll have to check in to see what happens in that one, as next up is going to be AFC Wimbledon and Swindon Town. That'll be in the next episode, and we'll keep moving on from there. We have just that handful of episodes to go until it's time for FM19. So we're going to get one here, maybe one here. We'll get Mansfield in for sure. So that's 3 episodes. And looks like I'm going to have 3 or 4 bonus episodes coming up the week that FM19 launches. So I've got a lot of work to do to get these all recorded and aired in time for the release of FM19. as I am intent on wrapping this season up before the release of FM19. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.